Hey, this is Mary with New Release Tuesday, and I'm here today with About a Mile, talking about their debut album. Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Yeah.
And if each of you want to just introduce yourselves and let people know who you are.
Hey, I'm Luke.
Adam.
Levi.
We are About a Mile.
So how did you guys get started? Could you just give us some insight into how you got rolling doing this?
Yeah, first it was beating on pots and pans in our house. We were always just a musical family. In high school, we joined up with a youth group that had about 200-300 kids every week playing the worship there. Started writing our own songs, getting shows from it. Decided we needed a band name. Heard Jesus carried his cross about a mile, and then that's whenever we decided hey man, let's go on the road and do this thing. And we liked what that stood for, and we became this band.
Now, you guys are brothers, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So do you feel that being brothers gives you any kind of advantage, perhaps, in being a band and just being united in your mission and what you're doing?
I feel like being brothers, family related does. They say blood's thicker than water, but being brothers in Christ definitely makes us closer. And we're going out and playing with Chris August. We did a tour with Sidewalk, and we just met Josh Wilson at a show. Meeting these people, they feel like brothers. They feel like family. They care about us. We care about them, and we care about the people that we're playing for in the crowd. Their souls, their hearts. Knowing the purpose of why we're doing things makes any little argument or thing that we could go through seem a lot smaller. So.
Absolutely. Now, you guys just put out your debut album, correct?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Word Records, all right.
All right. So do you want to tell us just a little bit about the creative process behind that, how you guys got to the place where you were able to put that out?
Yeah, we had a lot of people that are really amazing that believed in us over at Word. A lot of good mentors and stuff. And Ian Eskelin kind of found us in a garage just jamming. And we liked rocking out and stuff, but we always strive to make listenable music. The message was always the most important thing to us. We wanted to put it into great music and just get it out there. Honestly, the best songs seemed to fall from the sky, just seemed to be gifts from God. Whenever we were going through something really serious or something was really weighing on our hearts, that's whenever a song would come along that we would say, man, we need to record this.
Yeah, so with that being said, what kind of themes are on your album? As far as that kind of falling from the sky inspiration, what kind of things was God laying on your hearts as you were writing it?
Well, you got to look at each individual song. Satisfied, our first single was written about our dad losing his job. And we remember that yesterday. He came home and he's a tough guy, So to see the tears, welling up in his eyes and seeing him broken made our hearts break. As soon as I asked Dad, what are we gonna do? He just kind of sucked the tears up and he's like, son, I'm not the provider. The Lord is the provider. For a grown man to, say that to his kids, it really speaks to us. We know that with our family someday, and with this band, it's out of our hands. We're not worrying about, how we're gonna get gas to make it to the next show. We know God's gonna provide.
Are you guys finding that people are resonating with those kind of themes that you're singing about? Now the songs are out there. What's the response like?
We get good response about every one of our songs almost. One of the tracks, the first rock track really on our album is In With the Out Crowd. And it's so encouraging to see people come up and saying that song describes my childhood and where I am even now, is just standing up for my faith. And there's songs like Oxygen where it's so deep and it just talks about not being able to live without something. You can't breathe. You're trying to breathe underwater, which you can't do if you don't have what you need. And it's so encouraging to see people coming back to that and saying I need Christ. And that's what I need.
People ask us, and we appreciate New Release Tuesday so much because we're trying to get the word out. And you guys have been amazing. Everything you guys write is cool. People really respect the site and everything. So when I was checking it out and I saw that you guys wrote a review for us, we really appreciate it because we're trying to get the word out. When people ask us, how's it feel to finally get the album out? It feels good, but what feels great is when people come up to us and say, man, that song, that Oxygen song, or that In With the Out Crowd song, or that Satisfied song, that speaks to my heart because of my situation that I'm going through right now. I remember writing some of those songs thinking God, what are you teaching me through this situation? Why am I going through this situation right now? But seeing how he's using it to help other people makes it all make sense. That's the best part about this.
Absolutely, that's what it's all about, man. What can, as far as just connecting like that, Are you guys going to be touring the rest of the year? Are there places where people can expect to go see you guys play?
Yeah, you can check out aboutamile.com for all our concert dates and whatnot. We're just going to be touring as much as possible. We have a lot of cool shows coming up. Getting out to play with we could play with Chris August tomorrow again. And it just kind of goes on like that. So yeah, everyone check out the music, check out the site, and check out New Release Tuesday, and you can see the bio and everything on there. So just gonna keep trying to get it out and playing shows wherever we can.
Absolutely. I think that's what we've got for you all today. Thank you so much for joining us and for just giving us some insight into what you guys are doing. We're excited about it.
Yeah, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.